and found my bones and gave me comfort when I feel alone. Now you're gone, I'm alone. I guess it's time to get better. Through the pain, I will go alone. If I fall, break my bones, I will scream even louder. 'Cause I'm not dying alone. I lost my best friend, she's 23. She left her body and hovered above me.
Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Austerian Grimoire Live. I am here with Austeria, and today we are going to create a monster from your nightmares. It will be your decision on how this monster is developed as Austeria creates the abomination. Let's see who all is here this evening. Yes, it's always evening where I'm at, regardless. Hello, Foxcat. Hello, Greg the Dice. Hello, Lily Ardette. Hello, Finn. Hello, Austeria, double Austeria. Okay, I just noticed something that is missing. I forgot to open the window. One moment. Now you can hear the outside noise. How are you all doing? It's always a pleasure. Oh, lost Austeria for a moment. Uh-oh. There we go. We have a little bit of disconnect from the rainstorm. So, what would you all like to see for a base for this monster?
It makes like prawns that can go through anything.
We're losing Austeria again. One moment. Alright, she's back. She was back. Okay, I'm going to turn off the sound of the rain because I think that's messing up our audio for some reason. Austeria, are you still there? There you are. You are fading in and out of reality. I'm not sure exactly what's happening here. Everything was working fine until it went live, of course. That's just the way it goes, isn't it? Yeah, I might just... One minute, I might have to adjust this. One moment, I'm going to adjust her screen. Seems that the storm has caused her connection to be lost, so I'm going to have to go through a different medium. Okay, and you're back. So what should we do for the base of this monster? How should we start it? There's a little bit of paranormal activity. It was a few ghosts that were taking her screen away from her, but she is back. Robots, okay. Okay, so we're going to start out with a... Yes. Yes, it was Finn. Finn is the ghost. For sure. Cheers to you. Alright, so we are going, would you like to be unmuted, Austeria? Okay, so what we are going to be drawing today is going to be a robot succubus, but it may or may not have a chest area due to limitations of the new YouTube censorship policies. Yeah, I had to reshut the windows because for whatever reason, the sound of the rain was causing Austeria to disappear. I don't understand that. Foxcat is going to be drawing with us. You would like to talk as well, Austeria? Alright, I will unmute you, Austeria. One moment. Okay.
So this may not look impressive right away, but when you start a drawing, it always looks kind of like you change at first. Right now, I am drawing this like organic mess, which is like a monster trying to be beautiful and seductive, but it went into a microwave and just came out wrong, like many of us end up doing.
Hello, MC
This
Darfur.
is a robot part. I'm going to make the eye again.
Foxcat is very excited about the succubus.
What kind of arms should it have? Should it have tentacle arms? Trying to decide what color to make it. I think I'll make it a gross green color. Right now I'm just putting down a base. So let me tell you that everything looks jank at first. We have to give it some time. So right now I'm just putting down a base that I can work with when I come to shading. I'll add the like mechanical parts afterwards.
Yes, this would be canon.
These are their
Sorry, go ahead, Austeria.
These are boobs, but not boobs.
Brilliant.
Let's do a lot of little boobs.
A lot of boobs for not wanting to include boobs.
You know, just pretend. Maybe I could add eyes on them. Maybe I should draw the eyes before we get censored. So.
You know, there are a lot of parallel universes and alternate realities, so I think it's canon in one of these universes.
For what?
They were asking if this is canon to EMH.
Feel free to name this thing.
Any suggestions for the name? It feels like a Stumpy to me.
It does look, yes, with like the green, I guess it gives it. And when we do highlights and stuff, maybe. I'm trying to like draw the sketch really fast so it stops looking really jank.
Lily Ardet says that it should be named Harriet. Finn says Gimble Galore. Gimble Galore.
Sounds personal.
Gimble Gallery. Gimble Gallery.
I mean, it does look like a gimbal.
Gimble Gallery. Then Fluxcat says the name can be Wikipedia.
You know, this is exactly what Wikipedia would look like.
I have to agree.
we got our initial sketch, and we're like,
It reminds me of ice cream in a way.
so what am should I make it into an ice cream cone, you think?
What do you all think? Should it be made into an ice cream cone
Should
succubus
I?
robot?
That's sexy.
I'll let chat decide.
Here we go. Oh, okay. I'll
What do you all
them
think?
before I'm moving. I deleted it.
Oh no.
Have it sometime.
Yes, they want ice cream.
I will give you the most ice cream. This
Finn says, this is like Skylander's Swap Force. I have to agree. In a way. I should just drink this wine through my neck because I am super thirsty. It's really toasty in this room. In this hallway in my castle. It's toasty somehow.
toasty and smooth.
Just try to drink through my neck.
So I got the initial sketch down, so I kind of know what I'm doing, which is nice. That's always a plus.
Kind of.
So I'm gonna go in for detail. Let's zoom in on this fast. Let's see. Now this is where like most drawings take forever to do because you start doing the detail, and you can work like 30 minutes on doing an eye, but I'm gonna try to do this as fast.
MC Darfer left us a super sticker for 15 Poland. Thank you, MC Darfer.
Thank you. I don't know what that is, but I appreciate it.
Greg the Dice says, everyone makes mistakes, don't worry about it. And Fluxcat says, sounds like a great idea. Have ice cream truck parts with it like a transformer. And then Greg the Dice said, also, why did a pigeon replace Grant Reed's? I am Corvus Munin, and I am in a castle right now. I'm in my own home.
How dare you? That is a crow. I'm just kidding.
I'm part crow and part raven. My mother's side was the raven, and my father was a crow. So, either way.
It's very complicated.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that side of the family, do we? No.
Watch Austerian Grimoire on GP Reads. It is a podcast playlist. MC Darfer says, Grant is dead, and I'm giving the money. Much appreciated. Yes, part raven, part crow.
I hope. So this is the mech part. It's going somewhere, I guess. I'm not sure. When you draw a mech and stuff, you just want to like do a bunch of lines and it'll work itself out.
Sound advice. Fluxcat says, well, I'm a witch Nico, so I'm not surprised now.
Sounds amazing.
Then Greg the Dice says, oh no, Finn says, this looks like Greg the Dice in real life. What a mean, well, I don't know, your monster is beautiful, so that is a compliment.
It does what it can to survive. That's why it looks like this. You can make your mind up what that means.
Yes.
But I'm gonna make them like tired of life. So they're a little bit haggard, but they're still willing to go the distance. Whatever that means.
Giving it some soul, I see.
Yeah, I mean, you can always like make a backstory based off things. So I'm going to add some color into it.
Ooh, I like that shade of green.
It's a very lovely shade of green.
Very necros
And then I
green.
will show you. I'm going to focus more on the head right now, so we'll see how much we can get done. But I'll show you how to do some shading with it.
Finn says, Gribble Galore is beautiful in all universes and societies. Gribble Gallery. Gribble
They're
Gallery.
the ideal. They're the ideal shape that we should all aspire to be. I'm jealous of her or its voluptuous lips and buck tooth.
Hey, buck teeth is in high fashion. That is not even a joke.
What does it look like she's looking at? She looks like she's like someone just came into the room and she's like, it's been 40 years.
Or she's looking at
That's
you,
kind of what her face is.
but there's someone over your shoulder that's about to stab you in the back, and she's like, oh, it's gonna die, or they're going to die.
Always violence. It's always
Of course,
violence.
of course.
Well, actually, not really. That's my schnick.
Ah, hi, Liv. Good to see you.
Let's see. You know what she looks like? She looks like that ghost from
Ah, Slimer. Yes.
Ghostbusters.
Mm-hmm.
It looks. This is Slimer's ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
Name.
That's how she got the eye patch thing. He got violent. I don't know why it became a tragic backstory, but it did.
Let's do some shading. So you take a darker color, I guess it's kind of obvious, and you put it around all the under pieces.
Liv says, this little critter feels familiar. And then Ho-Oh Decay Imbricate Digest says, joining in to witness the creation of a monstrosity. Well, you are definitely in the right place.
This is everything you wanted and more. And you just like,
Lily Ardat says, Slimer is a domestic abuser. It's canon.
Lily knows all the facts. So now I'm blending it with this water tool. I only use like 4 or 5 tools
That's all you need.
because I don't like, yeah, I mean, there's nothing really special about this program. It's kind of like basic. Let's do some coloring for the mech thing.
Fluxcat says, so far it looks like the octopuses in Splatoon, but in a great way. I could see that. It does look like the Auterians a bit. It does.
I'm into it. So I found to make things sort of semi-realistic, when you do gore, you just add a lot of like highlights. So let's see. It doesn't really work on this kind of like green thing. It'll just make it like look slimy, which I think I'll just make it really slimy. And you blend it a little bit. I love shine effects. It's like I'm obsessed.
Definitely adds dimension.
It's coming together. Yes. I'm gonna give her it.
That is...
What color lips?
Yes, what color lips would you all like? And no, it is not Chat GTP reads. That is insulting. We do not use Chat GTP here. That is against the universal law.
I'm doing this live. How is that
Right, exactly. This is live.
like, my name is Chad.
Right. Purple.
You know, humans can draw before robots. Just saying.
Burger King is here. Good to see you, Burger King.
They say a color for lips.
So far we have one suggestion. It's from Lily Ardat, and it is purple.
I was going with purple, so or sinking. But I just thought, you know, I'd give people a chance to give this beautiful thing some lips. I'm gonna give this thing the most luscious lips. Let me show you how.
It looks like she missed her lips just a little bit. Like she just ate a bunch of
Yeah,
grape
really.
juice or something, and it's like all over.
Let me show you why I did that. Because it doesn't really matter. You just blend this stuff. You blend it and it goes away.
Perfect.
So
I was just wondering if maybe she was also an enjoyer of
Go with
wine.
my I could make her face all messy. If you're into that. Let's see.
Greg the Dice wants evil devil wings.
I'm going to. Alright. Let me do a rough sketch of. Oh no! No, what happened? my pen battery gave me a warning. It should be fine.
Didn't you just charge your pen?
No, I thought, well, wouldn't it be crazy if that happened? Like I checked the battery. And I was like, we're fine. But I'm like, you know you're gonna do me dirty, and it did, So I'm doing a rough sketch of the wings. We only have like an hour really to do this, so a drawing like
Okay.
this to completion to make it hyper realistic would take 5 or 6, 7 hours to do.
We have 2 more updates on suggestions. Finn would like to see Greg's little hat on the creature, but I believe he means Grant's little hat. Or they do. And then Greg the Dice says, I meant chicken devil wings, of course, thinking of KFC. Also joking, don't make it chicken wings. So that was actually a fake suggestion, but the little hat was a true suggestion.
Well, and here we are now. Here's the hat. It's brown, right? And then it has like stripes on it.
Well, he has several different hats, so he does have one like that, so that would work.
Do some shading under here.
Flat cap ice cream bus. Ice cream bus.
And it's always really good to like look at references to try to mimic the realism. Doing off your head is fine like this, but I recommend going and looking at an ice cream cone to get really the texture when you go in for details. Like a lot of people, I don't know if they look at references, but it really helps capture realism.
Looks very good so far, just saying. Greg the Dice says this looks epic.
Yeah. I'm gonna go back into the lips. I'm gonna add some.
Someone has a question. Finn says,
Yes.
do they fly around in the little ice cream cone like Eggman in his little ship thing?
Of course, there's no other way it would travel. It's just a fact that I came up with now, and I've never seen this before, but I have. So, it's just how it is. Okay, we're gonna blend. I always feel like when I'm doing gore drawings that I'm like, what's that guy with the afro name?
The artist? Bob Ross?
Yeah, Bob Ross, yes. I always feel like, I'm like, let's put a little bit of savagery right here. She got some lipstick on her teeth, and I kind of like that, so I'm going to keep it.
Perfect. So that's not her lip color, she actually has lipstick on.
Or, I'm not sure. I mean, you just keep going back with those white line things, and it'll make it
Mikey Lugo, good to see you. And you as well, Grant Alberton. Don't know why you put an R on there, but Alberton. Yes, Grant Alberton.
I drew on the wrong layer.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna see when I I don't care, like I'll draw on the wrong layer and I'll just blend it all together. I'll just be like, whatever. We're living with this reality now. You just have to try your best. So every time you do this blend thing, it makes everything really muddy. So you have to go back. With a different tool and blend it. So I'm taking out these harsh lines. I mean, that's a look, but if you want to go for more realistic type things, you don't really want to have those dark lines. Those are more like placers.
Mikey is sending us to the back rooms. That's fun. I actually have a suggestion.
Green color and... Oh, right?
Should the boobs be a different color, the eye boobs, or should they all be different colors? Or the same color? What do you all think?
That's interesting. I mean, if it's ice cream, then...
I was thinking yellow.
Certainly, maybe. Yellow for one or all?
Or the second layer.
You want like this? Like all have each one a different color?
We have a suggestion from FluxCat. The wings could be a bright neon blue, to be like computer screens due to it being part robot. Like cyberpunk.
That works.
And then...
If I had more time, I'd show you how to do a shiny effect, which makes it look like it's glowing. Let's see. There's like a lot going on in this picture. And when you add any, like each new element, it takes an hour or two on just one thing. So like, depending how realistic you want to go with the drawing. This is just sort of the sketching, trying to work out the composition of it. Once you get that done, you start doing all the coloring, then you go back and you do the details. Then you do the effects of it. Like if you want to make things glow or whatever.
Lily Arnett also has a suggestion. Maybe the eye boobs should each be a different color, like Neapolitan ice cream. One being yellow, one being brown, and one being pink.
Let's do that. I'm into it. So, going to put down a messy base, like such. I'd probably take a little bit more time doing the base, because, you know, I would have time. So. Let's mix it up over here.
Lily Arnett says, I love this creature.
Are you gonna marry it? She's waiting for an answer. It's waiting for an answer.
You might have to get in line. Is she single?
I mean, look at her.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know. It can work. It takes credit. Just saying.
Lily Arnett says, yes, I want to marry her.
Alright. She's very happy and into it.
Greg the Dice says, this is an interesting creature,
kind of eyes
for sure.
should they be?
We'll draw. What kind of eyes should be on the
You
boobs?
guys made this creature. Should they be should they be monster eyes? Should they be human eyes? Should they have pus coming from them?
Oh gosh. Why? Why?
What?
Pus coming from them? Really?
You can go as crazy as you want when you be drawn. I actually did this wrong.
Ipsy Darker just smiled at that.
Let me tell you, whatever your little mind can come up with, you can just disturb people with whatever. I mean, the chat made this. I would not make this. Okay, let's. This is only the weirdness.
That is a great suggestion.
Come up with a group of people.
Greg the Dice says each should be different. One human eye, one cat eye, and then the final a goat eye.
See, I'm not sure if I could do that. I would have to look at a reference to see what a goat eye looks like, because I don't know on the top of my head. But I'll try my best.
It's kind of just a minus symbol.
So let's go back and do I'll try. I mean, I can't.
Don't get me started on Nevermore.
Like that? I don't know. I've only have like a library of references in my brain to go from.
Just go with your gut on it. I'm sure it'll be great. Foxcat is making a rated M X version of this.
How do you even do that? Like, did you just add a big old whopper and like hanging out of it? Like, how do you make an X-rated? I'm curious.
Foxcat has the
I'm not
power.
only curious, I'm invested. Oh, on JPC server, you can post your images. I would like to see if you're drawing along,
Yes.
right?
Yes, you can drop them in the reader's corner, or would you also like for them to tag it on Instagram or something like that?
Or Twitter.
Or Twitter? Okay. Yeah, any of those. Just tag Austerian Grimoire and we'll find it.
Twitter. Even though I don't really care about Twitter, but you know, it exists right now.
Mikey says he's scared that they have the power. What does this become?
What do you want? I mean, we could do anything. We could add teeth wherever you want. But we only have like an hour, so I will do my best.
Mikey Lugo would either like a fez or a bow tie. Bow ties are cool.
I'm gonna give it the best bow tie, just for you. Let's see. I'm gonna give it a blue one.
Is that how she ties the other boobs in place? It's wrapped around all of them and then tied in the middle?
Yes, exactly. How did you know? That is exactly right.
Our minds are synced up, I suppose.
I can't believe how. Yes. It is living for life.
Living for life, looking for love.
In all the right places. Because it married Lily. Lily and it are getting married.
All right, Liv has a suggestion. I'll wait for a moment, but when you get the chance, they would like to see little hats on each eye boob.
kind of hats. Okay, this one I'm gonna give a birthday hat because it's its birthday. This boob.
Just that one.
Well, do you have a similar? Yes. How is that possible?
They just grow out every year or so. It grows a new one.
No, and I don't care. Yes. This picture has lore now. The ARG is coming out next Thursday.
Yes. Kidding, not kidding.
It's very happy. Let's give it a happy eye. It's like, yay! It's my birthday. It's very happy. The other ones are jealous, and this one doesn't care. It's upset. It's not its birthday, and it gets a bowler hat.
Mikey says, "My love goes to Austeria. You're the best."
Thank you. I am not, but thank you. So, let's do this bowler hat. I mean, it's on par.
Right. Lily Arnett wrote something. Once upon a May so streaming, while I pondered, idly dreaming, over many a quaint and curious Austerian Grimoire, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly I dreamed of snacking on some cold treat that might happen just behind my freezer door. Maybe the one on the right. Oh, never mind. That was the end of it. That was the end of the poem.
I was just into it. Like, I wanted to hear more of that.
Same.
I appreciate that. That made my life. Let's see. I'm going to give it that green because I don't know.
Oh, that is a good suggestion, Liv. The one on the right could get a fez for Mikey.
What's a fez?
It is a type of hat that is almost like a bellhop hat, but without the front piece. It's what the Shriners wear. Has the little tassel.
Oh, okay. Like Mojo Jojo. You just
Yes.
should have just said that.
Well,
Like-
kind of, except it's flat on
One in
top.
the middle.
Like a little one, yes, on the side. It's perfect. I love it.
Look at what I do. Does it have anything on top? Does it have like those little...
A golden tassel that hangs down.
Just...
A tiny golden tassel.
Oh, okay. So like this. Yeah.
Yes. She lives a very active life, very full life.
What are their names? Do the little booblets have names?
Doesn't the one having a birthday seem like a Vicky to you?
Yes, absolutely.
Vicky's just stuck up, like, I know it's my birthday, none of you all matter, it's my day, just die or something. She has a very intense personality.
I believe it. They really didn't like end up turning into boobs. They're just like eyeball things now.
Do they function the same way?
I'm not.
Don't have to answer that one.
Lily has to let it
Yeah,
have babies.
Lily will let us know at some point.
I don't know how. Yeah, I need to know. I'm like, my life will no purpose without. I'm gonna give this one a yellow hat, I guess.
All right, Lily Arnett has continued the poem. "'Tis some succubus," I muttered, part robot cone and part velour. Only this and nothing more. Greg the Dice says, "Yo, why is this so frickin' good?" Because Austeria is very talented.
And let me tell you, if I were to actually draw this for like a commission or something, it would be a bazillion. Let's color the wings. Any other suggestions to add to this thing?
Should it, I don't know if this would look too ornery or not, but should it have a chocolate dipped cone at the base, or would that look like poop?
It probably would, but we could do it. I mean,
That would be up to you. What do you think, Chad?
here we go. I'm going to make it slimy looking.
Oh,
and
great.
realistic, so let's just buckle down. I'll spend the next rest of the time on this. Should I make it look spinker white, like spinster white? Yes.
I can't believe you just asked that.
We should. We should. We should.
I don't know. Would that be too much? Greg the Dice said, "What about sprinkles?"
We could put sprinkles in it.
Oh, on the... They should be yellow. Maybe not.
Yes.
Oh no. Why did I suggest that?
It looks like corn.
That's why I asked.
Why do you put corn? I just.
Oh
If we
my.
look at detail, it would not look like corn.
Oh my.
It was. What have you done? You suggested it. I would have never.
I'm so sorry.
You know, you have to give it a net. You know, maybe this is just how it functions.
Right. That's...
She's so surprised to see Lily.
She got so surprised that she had an accident.
It's just, she's normal about it. They're cool. She's not embarrassed. It's part of nature.
Honestly, it looks like someone bit into the cone and the chocolate is dripping out. So that actually works fairly well for the concept.
Until you realize. You know, I could make this even more grosser. Like, I could. So, if you want to make things gross, you always just add, like, some pink to it. But you have it, like, blend in, so it gets darker near the end, you know. And blend it a little bit.
Those who are just coming in are probably like, what is this?
Should I, like, set this? Let's put some. So if you really want to get into it, you get really small details. You go, like, really, like, deep in. You start making you start making, like, unusual bumps and stuff.
Right.
That's the thing with gore. You go and you try to make things really filled with texture.
I'm terrified.
Then you add some glistening effects. Add some more dark. some depth by going behind it. Let's do a shine mark here. And
Oh, we have the next part of the poem. Ah, distinctly I remember. I heard the chorus's void-rich timbre, and each separate eye-boob wrought its sugary shadow on the floor. Vainly I had sought to borrow from my sucrose, lactose, sucrese of sorrow, sorrow for the lack of s'mores, on the chocolatey delight of campfires, known as marshmallow s'mores, nameless here forevermore.
beautiful. I'm getting too involved with this part.
It's very detailed.
Oh, it could get more.
Oh, I know.
Like, see, you could take it and put some veins to go. Let me show you how to blend veins. So we start with, just some very purple, harsh lines. Then you want to take a blending tool, go back, blend it in, soothing blending. But still not looking quite right, so now we take a dark airbrush tool, we go on the sides of it to give it a little bit more depth. But then you want to take, a shine, like a lighter color, and just go on top of it a little bit. And you take your blending tool like so. And you just go back and forth until you get the desired results that you want. And you could add even more colors, like we could do a blue. Spread them around. Go back with the airbrush, darker.
All right, that is a very realistic piece.
Yeah, I mean, you could put the cone, you could put veins up all over the cone if you like. I mean, I'm not sure what Fox is doing, but...
Flux. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking as well, just a very veiny cone. I love it. What about little sprinkle hairs?
A masterpiece.
Just on the green one.
Yes, exactly. So we would have to zoom in, and then you take a small thing, and there's different ways you can do a very non-detailed version, which is just this. I mean, if I were to go in detail, I would make it look like it was coming into the, imprints into the gel for her head, or its head. But I'm just going to show you this.
Finn has a question.
Yellow. Yes.
What is Gribble Galore's favorite YouTube channel and Breaking Bad episode?
I think you can answer that.
Favorite YouTube channel? Why do I feel like it would be a major Markiplier fan? Just like total fangirl. And then Breaking Bad episode, probably the first one. I feel like they like to see beginnings to things, and they're not so fond of endings. beautiful.
So that's just like an initial sprinkle. If you want to do more detail, you could take a smaller thing, you go and add shine marks to give a light source. And if you want to get more detail about it, you go underneath it and add little shading under each individual thing. But I'm not going to do it. And this tech thing would be a lot more detailed. Shading is part of it, but then you know, with electronics, there's a lot of, you know, bolts and whatever. Sometimes they have wires coming out of them. You could make the wires dangle down to add some wreckage.
Lily Ardette has
And
posted.
with everything, after you do that, you go back. I'm excited.
Are you ready?
Yes, I've been ready.
And the silken, toasty, crunchy chomp of each graham cracker did thrill me, filled me with fantastic flavors I had never ate before. So that now, to still the beating of my heart, I stood repeating, to some confection entreating, entrance at my plate's door, some sweet visitor entreating entrance at my stomach's gaping maw. This it is, and nothing more.
Into it. I'm gonna give it some Rec mascara because Lily said something to it and I didn't like it, so it got sad. But it's over. I mean, the fight was over and they made up. But she has the pre-fight makeup on.
Alright, MC Duffer has a question. Does Grimble Galore
Yes.
like lockdown in the dark?
She likes to be locked down in the dark. That's what you're asking.
Oh my.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding. You can answer that. I don't know.
If she was able to see it, I believe that she would enjoy it very thoroughly. Greg the Dice says, I love being locked down in the dark.
What do you like about it? And with electronics, you can add like ridges and stuff. And you just keep going back and keep shading it until it looks right.
Greg the Dice says, I don't know, it's scary.
Do you like to be scared? I don't easily get scared, honestly.
Do you often get nervous though? Let's say someone is about to break down something that's very close to you.
Oh, I get nervous all the time. I'm very nervous right now. Should we put drool out of her mouth, or is that gonna look a little weird? Like, I'm not sure. Drool can look kind of strange if you don't get it exactly right.
Right.
If you know what I mean. Let's not. But isn't her lips so pretty?
They are.
When I'm doing this, I do my own makeup, so sometimes when I'm drawing, I kind of do the same thing. Like, let's just Right here.
Greg the Dice says, yes, they are. I like the teeth.
No, she was insecure about her teeth all through high school, but now she embraces it. It's one of the features Lily loves the most about her. I know this for certain. Let's see. More shading. The more you shade, the more realistic things end up looking good. It's a fact.
Greg the Dice says, I headcanon that she had braces in high school.
Should I give her braces now? No.
I like her teeth the way they are now. That's up to you, though.
No. Okay. Why would I give myself extra work? I'm just kidding. Kidding.
Liv says, speaking of drool, looking weird, when drawn,
So, like,
I heard that rain is similar.
yes. It depends, because with rain you can do like there's that anime rain where it's just lines
It's just rain.
and then it kind of it's raining on her brain. I won't keep that. But I mean, you can do anything with the drawing. Like, what? Just say anything, basically. The wings are garbage. I don't really want to spend, like, that much time on this. I really enjoy doing, like, things like the lip details. Like, that's always, like, really soothing and fun to do for me. Because I could, like, spend, like, 2 hours just on this.
Why do I feel like she's about to cry? She's just so happy.
That she finally found. Look at, like, they're so, like, only one of them's happy. The other ones are, like, not in.
Oh, Vicky's over here talking about her birthday again, not letting it go. That's all we hear the whole day.
The middle one is so over Vicky's. Like, forever. It does not. It is done with Vicky's happiness. Even though they get like bonus hats. So they should be happy with their bonus hats, but they aren't.
Oh, there is more poem from Lily Ardat. Presently, my soul grew stronger, hesitating, then no longer. Robot said, I, or ice cream. Truly, your forgiveness I implore. But the fact is, I was pining for something warm for dining, and so faintly came your vining, vying for my mouth's amour. That I scarce was sure I heard you. Here I opened wide, freezer's door, darkness there, and nothing more.
Beautiful. I need a whole series on this. I forgot how much detail I did this. I like scrolled down. I was like, ew, what is going on? Anyone want to add anything else? Because I think this, I mean, I could work on this for like 7 more hours, but you get the kind of the idea of the creature by now, right? Anything else? Anyone wants to add?
Alright, Fluxcat says, okay, I finished my artwork of this ice cream and shared it all over, including hashtag Ars Art Gallery on Discord, which would be in the Reader's Corner art section of the Discord.
All right. So we're gonna call this good. maybe I'll finish it. Maybe not.
We still have about 42 minutes if you'd like to add more detail. That's up to you.
Oh, all right.
Liv says, trying to come up with the most chaotic ideas possible.
We can beat Jack, the AIs. We can do it. We can make something that AIs cannot. I believe in it.
And then Lily Ardat says, I can't think of anything more to add, but she's wonderful. He is so in love.
Oh, I love it. I hope I get to go to your wedding.
With the wings, to expedite the process, could you make an after image like they're flapping, and that's why they are blurred? I feel like they would always be flapping. She just kind of floats. Yeah. Almost like a hummingbird.
I could, but... Oh, let me think. Well, yeah, I mean, there's a few ways you could do that, I suppose. There is... You take a blur tool, and you could go around it like this. Wait, it's a little too much. Let's see if this one... that doesn't really work. Maybe if you add like effect like that, where it lines, it kind of now makes it look fluffy.
And I actually have a question for after the show. Do you think that you will post this on the Austerian Grimoire Instagram and also your Twitter? Where will you be posting this, or will you be posting this afterwards? As just an image.
I can post it. I could like make it nicer, but I don't know if I want to spend like half a day working on this. But I'll give it to you, and you can post it on the
Okay.
thing as the chats within the chat time. Which, how long has it been to draw this?
Let's see. It's been about an hour and 20 minutes, something like that. It actually says an hour even on the timer.
So in an hour, so I guess in an hour you can come up with something weird like this, with this amount of detail. So what I just did is I selected it and I copied the wings, and then I put the transparency opacity down, and then you can go like this, and this may give that illusion. I'm gonna copy the layer again, and then double it like that. Oops. Then I'm going to merge them. So that kind of gives the effect. You can also do it again. Oops, I copied the whole thing. Never mind. Effects at the end of it usually are at the end of the drawing. Let me see if I can show you how to make one of the wings glow. So you want to take a very bright color. Oops, the freak. I meant this. Put it over the wing. And go with the white. And put it in the middle of it. this is a simple way to give a glowing effect. But you can also, let's copy the wings again. I'm doing this very fast so it'd look nicer if you took more time. Just select, paste it, then you can add a shade or shine to it, over it. Do it again, put it underneath it, then go to blur. Let's see.
Ah, that looks great. Definitely see that animation aspect.
And you just keep you just keep doing it over and over to give depth. So it just takes. I'm gonna blend everything. Oh, see, sometimes you can't blend it, so it's annoying. You would have to export it and then go back, because I like to draw in like one layer because I'm all over the place. So I usually do the effect stuff last. This is a very messy way to make things glow. And you can even go back,
Ah, Mugawad. Good to see you.
shiny.
Muggle mad at this point.
Let's just shine everything up just because. Because she takes care of her slimy skin, so it's very shiny.
Yes, we are working on our beautiful, beautiful creature. Any suggestions you would like to
You
make?
have given birth to it. Chad has given birth to it. Lily has married it. That's just how it is.
If you missed Lily's poetry, please go back. It was so beautifully written. So what texture is the bowler-like hat? I was thinking for some reason that it was made out of straw. I don't believe it is now, but for some reason that's where my mind went on that.
I was going with felt. Most bowler hats are made of felt. Yeah, they're all in different layers. I hate it. I don't know, remember which layers is it. Yeah, I'm like normal artists. They do a lot of layers and they don't usually do it on one layer, but I like to do it on one layer. Well, I don't do line art very often because I like mixing colors and stuff.
Quite the rebel.
When you're doing, I guess, line art, it's more, yes, of course. When you're doing line art, you really need to have layers, but when you're mixing things, you don't necessarily have to. Or I don't know, I'm like self-taught. I don't know what I'm doing. But the more you work on something, the more detailed it will be. And it really just depends on your style.
Why do I feel like, as a final touch, there should be a little guy just hanging out underneath? Like, not right underneath, but like looking up like an ant-sized man.
Oh, like its mouth.
No, that's not what I meant. But okay. No, I was
Exactly what
No, it is not.
they're getting free ice cream.
Oh my.
This
Oh my.
is wanted.
I meant someone gazing from afar and like,
Their
holy
cup.
crap, but...
Their head is a cup.
Oh, so Cuphead's here.
Their head is a cup. I saved it. They're collecting their nutrition for their people.
Oh.
Look how cute.
Very cute.
He's a warrior. He was chosen. He doesn't want to be here, but he has to do it for his tribe. Is this little tribe outfit? This whole lore to it.
Liv says, maybe it's Lily Ardat, looking up, wondering, what marriage have I agreed to?
This is Lily as a cup. He's taking one for the team.
How cruel.
The world is cruel. Let's see. I'm going to, yeah. It's sad. It has seen some stuff. Let me tell you. Let's already put it filled up. It's already been collecting.
Interesting.
It's ice cream, right? Yes. Let's put a cherry on it for no good reason.
Yeah, it does remind me also of Little Baby's ice cream. This would be an ad.
This is what you guys made. You made this. I didn't have any part in this thing. Let me tell you.
As soon as I possibly
I
can.
am just the god.
No. It's turning out great. It's a very interesting concept that I don't think one person could have come up with alone. This was definitely a group effort.
This was. There's magic in art. You all have the magic to create crazy things.
It seems we have someone who is... Actually, there are 3 people viewing on Twitch. Why don't you say something? I have the chat plugged in where you can speak as well.
Only a human could make this, let me tell you.
Definitely. I feel like you should include a hand on the side to prove that it's real.
Just come.
Like, have the cup man have a hand or something? I don't know. Oh, you mean out of the actual ice cream?
I gave him a little hand, but you know it's all messy.
That's good. Oh, nice. I like how Vicky is the only one with a hand. She's got the rest of them jealous because she has the hand.
I have a hand, man. I could put clothes on it. Actually.
reminds me of Scary Movie. I think it was Scary Movie 3, where the caretaker had the strong hand, the little hand.
Take my little hand. And they're like, no. Why can't you give me your other hand? They're like, I could understand him because he's like, this is my chance to have me touch my little hand. He used leverage. And I respect that. I do. Blah, 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 blah.
I love it. It's perfect. No AI could draw that hand.
It is. No one. And if I spent more time on it, it would be great. But I don't want to.
That's what it was. You're correct, Liv. Happy birthday. You get a hand.
Yeah, maybe they get hands for their birthdays. They just haven't had birthdays yet.
It's her birthday hand. She gets it only during her birthday, and then it absorbs back into the ice cream.
I think this is. This is a wonderful masterpiece I never wanted to make. I'm just kidding. It's great.
It's beautiful. Oh, Liv says, the rest of the eye boobs look mad because they've been hearing,
Give them a back.
need me to lend a hand all day. I can imagine that.
I'm gonna give this one teeth.
Oh, so they all carry a specialized body part, it seems.
This one's like, yeah, you got a hand. Well, I have a freaking mouth and I'm going to complain for like hours about everything. There we go. I'm done.
The middle one just gets the bow. That's it. That's her special thing.
And this droopy thing.
Yes. And the droop.
There we go. You made this. What was its name again?
If I could post it one more time, it was quite an odd name.
It's like
Gritty something. Still got a little bit longer if you wanted to color the cup head a little bit, but that's up to you. Grimble galore. Well, as Austeria is finishing up, I will go ahead and thank you all for joining us this afternoon. It has been a pleasure. And again, we will be having more episodes of Austerian Grimoire on GP Reads. Don't exactly have a specific schedule as of yet, but there are 3 episodes that have been filmed that will be coming out very soon. And then, of course, Austeria, if you are up for it, I would love to do more lives as well.
if they're interested, I'll leave it up to chat. But here we are. This thing. So, thank you for making this. No, I don't thank you. This is terrible. Just kidding.
We have a Twitch person, the Creepy Gamer. Hello, great to see you. We have Twitch people. We made it.
I love Twitch people. I don't know who you are.
Lily Ardette says, yes, more live ones.
So you can make crazy things like this. You just guided my hand into making this weird thing. I'll never be the same. And I mean, you can do it in different styles. We could have made this like a black and white, very pen texture type thing. I like to do different styles.
Lily said,
Lily needs more
yes,
monster wives.
yes.
Everyone needs more monster wives, I think. Done. Just kidding.
All right.
I mean, I guess I could. I mean, I guess.
Liv says, I live in
Yeah,
fear
like a whip.
of the card combination that summons this.
I mean, you never know. Like,
All right, Fluxcat is checking out. I believe, are you done, Austeria? Looks great.
yes.
All right. We'll go ahead and wrap up here as well. Again, thank you all for joining us this fine afternoon, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. This has been Dr. Corvus Munin, and
Thank you. Austeria.
we'll see you next time. If I can see what I'm doing.